Hey everyone, Egman here with another video. Today we're going to do not only a deck profile for Cheelai, but also a deck building tutorial for Cheelai. And not just like, oh, put the cards in the sleeve, but how to actually build Decklist. And this is really how I go through the method for it. I've had a lot of people ask for it, and just a lot of people getting into the game. And also Wish leaders are a little bit different anyways. So we'll do one for Wish, and then I'll expect to do one in the next little bit for like a non-Wish leader. But we'll do Cheelai because I love Cheelai. And it's also just a really cool deck from the anniversary box, and we're going to get going. So what does this leader do, in case you guys forget? So it's a green Wish leader. It has a permanent that's kind of weird, where you can't add cards to your life from your hand during your turn except for with its own skill. Then active main, it's a search one Dragon Ball, but it's active main, so you don't have to swing or anything. It's just, swing, do it, and then it's a Wish. So we have 7 Dragon Balls in your drop pair. You can choose one Broly BR card from your drop pair, add it to your hand, and flip it over. And then, so it doesn't get a Desire or a Dragon Ball. It's just a Broly BR card, so that's unique. And then it's either draw 1, you can play green or black Desire for free, or you can, its 7th wish is you get to play 2 Freeze Army card at any cost of 2 or less from your deck. So all pretty good effects, and just really cool leader. So what do we really want to do with this leader? So I guess first of all, like the is we want to add 7 Dragon Balls. So we're gonna do that. 7 of those bad boys in there, and then from there, what do we kind of want to know what is our turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. So for this one, we're gonna do hopefully 2 decks. We're gonna do a green red version. Like I think there's a couple ways to build this deck. I think there's a mono green version. I think there's a way with green red cards, and there's also a way with like green yellow. Green yellow is kind of tough, so we're gonna do green red together first, and then I guess we're gonna have like a little quiz where I'm gonna set up a green mono green one, and then I'll see, you guys will figure it out if you get that far in the video. So 7 of those guys. If we want to look at the new cards that are from the anniversary box, which will be there, and we hit green. So cards that we want to add for sure. We definitely want to add 4 of this guy. This card's fantastic. Being able to like it, we just have like a really cool turn 2 play, which is great. We're gonna add 4 of these for now, and then let's look at our green. So we're running green red, and the reason we want to do that is that we want to do this guy and this guy and this guy. So I think that's all we want to do for now. Yeah, let's look at this right now. All right, so this kind of just shows us what we want to do for turn 1, 2, 3 play. So obviously turn 1 we want to be able to, we want to awaken as soon as possible, but the idea for turn 2 is that we use allied reinforcements. So turn 2, even if we have to hard cast it, which is fine. If we have no cards in our battle area, you play up to 1 green Broly BR and 1 with any cost of 4 from your deck, and 1 green Cheelai BR or Lima BR from your deck, and shuffle. So the idea for this is you can play this for free. And when you play this card, if there's a card that is both the red or green in your energy, draw 1, then your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and place it in the drop area. So this is a really cool effect, especially when we play it for free. So we want to make sure that we have a red-green card in our energy. So we've got, so that's pretty much like what we want for our turn 1 charge. So we have 4 and 3 right now. We could change it to make it more consistent, but 7 cards is pretty consistent to seeing it turn 1. And then, yeah, when you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So when we play this turn 2, we want to play Broly, and we also want to play, we get to play this one. So if your leader's green Shenron card, when this card is played, choose 1. Please have 2 cards with Dragon Ball skills from your drop area to your deck and shuffle, and then draw 1. Or you can add up to 1 green Desire card from drop area to your hand. So all very good stuff. And this, so like our dream turn 2 is we do this, we awaken, and then we can get like, we discard for this guy. You have to discard 1, so we discard like a Broly BR card in our hand, and then we can awaken, and we can get the card we discard back from our hand, and go from there. So what else do we want to do? So we want to see some Cheelai cards, if there's any other that we want to get. And I know that we do. So we're going to add a couple of Cheelai the Beautiful as well. So if this card, so when one of your opponent's battle cards is KO'd, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and place in their drop area. So now with this, if you play this guy and you KO something from them, then this now becomes for 2 energy, you play 2 cards, you KO one of your opponent's cards, they have to drop 2 cards from their hands, and then also draw one. So very very good abilities from there, and so that's like just the idea for it. And so now that we kind of have like our idea of like what we want to do, turn 1, 2, 3, and then kind of our win condition 2. So full power Broly is great. You just use 1 red and 2 green to evolve onto it, and then becomes triple strike and everything. So he's really good. And if we want to add him, let's put him just to 4 right now. We're gonna put everything to 4. We'll go down from there. But we also have this Gogeta. Is it a 4-drop? Yeah, this guy. So when a battle card is both red and green, is played with energy cost of 5 in your battle area, you can play the skill. And we switch to rest mode by alliance, deal 1 damage to your opponent. So there we go. And then well, so we also have like one sec. I haven't looked at all of this stuff, but I do know that there's also this guy who could also fit for there. He's crit. When this card gains power equal to total power, and then then choose 2. You can draw 2, then choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards, get minus 20k for the power. If your leader card is red, and you have red green, okay, it's not red, so we're fine. We don't even worry about that guy, so we're good. All right. So I guess next thing we have to do is super combos. Don't forget super combos at all. You want to look at green ones. We're probably just gonna do Paragus, because he's also Frieza's army, so we can play him from our 3rd wish if we really, really need it. Where is he? There he is. All right. So what are we looking at? So here's our deck so far. So now we have like to help our win condition and everything. Yeah, okay. So the permanent for this is just you can't be KO'd if you use him with Evolve, so that's kind of good. But yeah, so I guess the next question is, do we want to use some Unison cards? This can be really helpful, especially since green has like some of the best like support for Unison cards. So let's do that. So we'll add 4 Friezas, 4 Dormant Potentials. That's really good, especially if we have like the which Cheelai out. If we have this one out, when one of your opponent's battle cards is KO'd, your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and places it. So being able to have Frieza, so we have to, if they play something on their turn, we get a Frieza from our hand, and then we can KO something with Cheelai. That feels really good. What else? Let's look at Oob. Oob can also be really good. We're just going to put 4 in as well, just to look at it. Even though we do have this Cheelai and Lima the Bandits, this doesn't really awaken super fast still. And also just being able to KO one of your opponent's 1-drops is kind of nice too. So I like this card. He can be really good. And then what else do we? So we also have to find what our Unison is. So if we look at green Unisons, we can say which one seems better. So right out the gate, I love Demigra. He can be really good, especially since he can KO stuff, so that can help the Cheelai. Metacooler can be nice, just because it gains a lot of advantage. And our leader is mono green, so they could take advantage of Metacooler. Frieza Xeno, this one's okay. Golden Frieza could maybe do something, especially if like we're really good at like keeping cards off their board. Doing their -2 effect can be pretty good. This one's fine too, especially but all our energy is not going to be mono green, so I wouldn't choose this one right out the gate. And then Bardock's good, but we don't have a lot of 1-drops. So I'll say I'm going to just put Demi in here just because I like it so much. I could see Metacooler being an option as well. Because, right now we probably play our Unison turn 3, which is kind of late compared to kind of like other decks, especially ones that I like to play. So Metacooler could definitely be good, but if we need to I don't know, if we need to keep energy open, Demigra is better for that, but we don't really need to keep energy open. I don't know. I think this is fine. So here's kind of like the outline for the deck, and then we go from there. And so pretty much here's kind of how I've been playtesting as well, is that I usually have more than 50 cards in my deck at first. I just pretty much put all the cards that I think are really important at 4, and then from there I just kind of refine and go down the more I play with it. Sure, it's going to be like a little bit inconsistent the first couple of times you play it, but I think that's fine, right? You want to get a feel for the deck. And if there's any like potential, then it'll still be fine if it's a little inconsistent. So you do that, and then if we look in our deck building oven, we take out of it. So this is the final build that I had for this guy. This is 50 cards. So I pretty much just took out. I kept 3 of this Cheelai, 2 of this Limo, and Oob was really important still, even though we have like this new Cheelai and Limo. This one's just way more important. And we just need one red-green card in our energy, and that's turn 1. So we decided to go 4 of this Broly and 3 of this Broly, because I don't know, this is just also our win condition. So here's the deck. Especially with Wish Leaders, you can go more than 50 cards if you want. I don't think it's as bad as like other cards, because technically this is like a 43 card deck. But and then also like another card that I messed around with when I looked with it some more was Tragic Awakening. This definitely deserves to be like in the side or something. But Sparking 7, you can choose one card in your energy, place it in your drop area, then choose up to one Broly BR card with any cost of 6 or less from your drop area and play it. So you could just use that on turn 3 if they like are really good at keeping your board clear. You can just play this with Tragic Awakening, and then it's a 20k alliance card still, and then you can just go from there. So I think this card's fine. Yeah, you know, it's not a desire, so you have to like hard cast this for 3. But you still get this card out, and it's still your win condition. And Gogeta still procs off it too. So you just, when a battle card is both red and green and that cost of 5 is played, you play this, and then you switch to rest mode, you get Alliance. So you just get some extra damage. So I like this deck, and I've played this before. This is like on my stream and stuff. So this was kind of like the warm up for it and the idea. And so let's do this again. And let me just, I guess, is there no? All right, so we'll get some cards out that we obviously won't need 100%. So we're just going to keep the Dragon Balls and go from there. We're probably going to keep Allied Reinforcements at 4, Oob at 4, Paragus at 4, and go from there. All right, so here's just kind of, I think these cards are just like needed in the deck no matter what for most builds. So I think this is a good like starting point. And so let's look at mono green. So the other thing this deck has is that it can still run like the Broly chain. So if we look at Broly and just battle cards, so we can go right into either of the 4 drops. So we've got either Broly the Berserker or Broly rushing forward. So we can go from there and we can do some stuff. So obviously if we're only running mono green, this one doesn't make as much sense to play. And so let's go from there. So if you guys want to make your own deck and make your own decisions, so pause the video right now. Look at this. Say, and we're just going to say we're going to try to make a mono green build with one of these 2 engines. I'm going to say you can choose whatever engine you want. I'd say, I don't know which one makes more sense. Probably, let's say the crit one. So we'll say, let's focus on like this Broly rushing 4th one. So you have a 4 drop, and then you can go into the 7 drop, right? So let's just say we want to focus on that one. If you want to do the other one, that's also fine. I think he has some potential as well. But let's just do that. And so pause the video, make the deck yourself, and then after that, I'm going to go through the process of making the deck on my side. We can do some comparison, and maybe that that can help you guys a bit. So there. All right, unpause it. So if you there we go. I don't know how that works. So we're going to put 4 of this guy in. And so this one is when this card is removed from a battle area by a skill or KO, you may place 2 cards from your hand and place them in your drop area. If you use, play 1 green Broly BR with any cost of 7 from your hand and play it. So if we do that, so then we can do, dang it, I messed it up. Come on. I'm better than this. Broly, green, 7 drop. So we only have 1 7 drop Broly BR. And it's this guy. It's a big 30k crit, and then for burst 3, you may place the top 3 cards of your deck in your drop area. Your opponent just drops a card from hand. So that's really good, having a big boy like that. Also, we could probably, if we wanted to, we could probably have Broly Ultimate in here too. So that could be, I'm going to put it in. We can maybe take it out later, but just because we have these big old 7 drops. Something else to consider too is that green 6. We could also go into this guy. So especially since we were playing a leader that isn't restricted to kind of the big thing. But yeah, when you play this card and your lead card is green, if you have 3 or more battle cards and play in your battle area, draw cards until you have 6 in hand. So this could be pretty helpful as well. So I'm just gonna put 2 of this guy in. And so if we do that, then we do need to have the green Broly BR. So maybe I lied when I said we were not going to focus on him. But so we're going to put like 3 of him. I think if we're playing to get to the 7 drop, we should have more cards in our deck just because we have so much bursting. So I don't think it's bad to have 4 and 4. And so what do we look like right now? All right. So turn 1, we charge green. Turn 2, we probably allied reinforcements, and we try to get out one of our 4-drops. And then from there, let's see. So I guess 1, I think we're going to have a damage ray unison again. I have 4 of him. I think he's needed, which also means 4 freezes and 4 dormants. So turn 1, we want to play this Demigra. I think if we're trying to run more than 50 cards, though, we might want to have a little bit more. I don't know. What would we want? We'd want more. Well, I guess we need more Cheelais, right? Because we don't have any of those in the deck. All right. So let's put like 2 of these in just in case we like can awaken with it on turn 1. Or like turn 2, because allied reinforcements is good. We definitely want some Cheelai the Beautiful as well, because that helps us get, especially if we go the route of 3-drop, 4-drop Broly, and then going from there into 6-drop, the 6-drop. So I guess we need, let's just put 4 of the 6-drop too. Yeah, we'll just do that. We could probably use more. Let me look at the green unison. So, I mean, we could probably have like 2 of these Vegeta the Resolute, just because this can like win us the game by itself. So we're gonna just put 2 of him in, because you can just play this turn 4 and then what? Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. If this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignore and bury and KO him, and that's a big double strike crit. So that feels really good. And then also, if you just play this, hardcast this for turn 5. If your leader card is an evil wizard card, choose all of your energy, and if it's mono green, choose 3 cards in your opponent's hands and discard it. So that's good. What else? I guess we should also get. I don't think any Cheelai or Limo can pop a card, right? Because if it could, that'd be great, but I don't think it can. No, I didn't think so. This Cheelai could be okay. I think what we really need is 1-drop green Paragus. Yeah, let's put like 4 of him in. This way, we don't really have a way to pop our own Brolys, so being able to do that can be kind of nice. And do we want? We could also like do it on the defense. Well, we don't really get a lot of stuff from the defense depth though. We want to be able to pop them ourselves. So any other like good green card? I mean, like obviously there's like the what's the 2-drop Paragus look like? So you could be kind of good. When you play this card from your hand, choose 1 Broly control mechanism from your deck and activate it. Choose this card, 1 card in your battle area, and place it in its owner's drop. You can choose 1 Broly BR with energy cost 6 or less and add it R from your drop area. He could be kind of good. We're definitely going to think about putting him and the trigger in the side. Wrathful Charge could also be a good idea too. So if your leader card is green to get the attack, then choose 1 of your battle cards placed in the drop area, and then your opponent has to drop 1. So that could be kind of good. But where's the... What's this one do? So choose 1 Broly BR in your battle, place its owner drop and draw 1. Okay, so that... You can maybe do that. That could kind of be good. So let's look at this. I think this is kind of good. So, like, obviously, depending on what card's in our hand and then what's on our opponent's field, we'd want to do it. Like, when we do this turn 2, as long as we find this turn 2, which I don't think is too terribly difficult to do. Do we want, like... I don't think we want Dragon Radars. I think we're fine. We'll put that in like a little thinky card. That's also something I do. Like I just put, like whenever I deck build, I don't ever focus on the side deck until the main deck's finished. So like just having Dragon Radars in the side there. Oh, why put that in main? There you go. Okay. So that looks all pretty good. Maybe we can go down a little bit on some of these cards just so the consistency is better. Secret Rare is probably not needed. These guys are probably good. Maybe get down on an Oob, go down to 3 maybe. I feel like Oob's just important. If we only want one Unison, we can just stick to Demi. We can maybe go like 3 and 3 on these 4 drops. That could probably be okay. Yeah, this is a bit of a chunky deck. We don't have like a lot of room because we're at 59 cards. So this would be like a 52 card regular deck without the Dragon Ball. So I think that's fine. I kind of like usually I go to like 51 or 52 just because I get like a little bit OCD on like my ratios, and usually it's just like, okay, I need to add the secret rare, so now I have 51 cards. Like I usually build a deck and then add a secret rare to it. I don't think this is super needed because like Cheelai is a little bit harder to get down to 1 life because you can't take your own life for it, but this is still just a big 40k double strike dual attack, so that's fine. Paragus is nice too because you can play it through its active main as well, and he draws cards. I could definitely see the 2-drop one though, especially like if you play this on turn 3 with Broly Control Mechanism on the 4-drop. Like the biggest thing that maybe this is cheesy and maybe it won't work, but being able to play the 6-drop with 3 or more battle cards on the field is good. I mean, we also have Frieza though. We're playing Friezas for free, so that can be kind of helpful. I guess like the thing you have to be careful about is you can't play Frieza turn 1 with Demi, but I don't think we'd be doing that anyways. We could probably, we're going to take Vegeta Resolute Agent of Destruction out. We're just going to say we don't need him. So we'll put him in like the side. I think he's fine for that. But like we're just going to bank on finding Demi turn 1, which we can probably be a little bit fine with because we draw so much. Let's take out 1 Oob and one of the 6-drop Brolys. Let's just take out in general, let's take out 2 of this guy, and then let's go down to like, the 4-droppers are more important ones, so let's go down to 3 of the other one. So where's that other Broly? Not that one. Nope. Getting warmer. There we go. Let's go down to 3 of that. So now we have a 53 card deck. And I like these ratios. Like if we want to just hard find Demi turn 1, I think we can do that pretty consistently. And yeah, I think this looks pretty solid. So here's what my I guess going to play testing would look like. I guess if we want to talk through the deck, and that's something else like being able to easily talk through your deck is kind of helpful for not only building the deck but showing it off. So turn 1, we want to play Demi. That's what we want to do almost every time. He's really nice too. Cheelai can have some issues self-awakening because of her ability, like actually getting down to 4 or less life. So your opponent having like this Demigra that they want to get rid of, and like is really tempting to, is great. So do that turn 1. Turn 2, we play Alloyed Reinforcements and hopefully Awaken turn 2. We can probably buy off until turn 3. Do this. When we play it, we will probably want to play Broly rushing 4th, and either Cheelai and Limo the Bandits if we need to help Awaken, or we'll play Cheelai the Beautiful if we don't need to Awaken. And then also we have to do, and then Broly Berserker Origins is also like a potential. If we have if we're playing against a deck where they're just playing like a bunch of small, like 3 or less drops, we'll play this one for sure. And then, we just KO your opponent's stuff we just KO them once per turn, and then like Cheelai also makes them drop a card. So that's just really good. And I'd say like if we want to be careful about that, we can like have like more of the 6-drop on the side, so we can help get there. We want to get to the 7-drop, just because it's a big critical that we can make our opponent drop a card from their hand once per turn, which is really good. I really like that effect. and then we can play like this Broly if we want. We have to drop all our cards, but we can always just do it. So, and that's really the deck, I guess. That's all I really have for this. I think this is a cool little engine to run the Broly BR chain in Cheelai, which has never ever really been super possible. So I think this is a good start for it. If you want to be like more into the chain, I think the 2-drop Paragus can help the deck up like the next level up. And you can also just focus on like the evens, the 4, 6, and 8 if you want. I just like the hand destruction one more, so we went with that. Let me know what you guys put on your deck. Real quick, something that you should always do. Also, whenever you're making a deck, you should just sort by popularity descending. You just choose the color you're looking at, and you're like, okay, are there any cards that would make super good sense? Like, okay, Vegeta the Lone Prince, this could actually make a lot of sense in the deck. And we're actually going to do that, because Paragus can be kind of fickle if we don't have less. And being able to have like we're going to have like a lot of energy free on turns 3 and 4. So just being able to play this for 1 from our hand could make a lot of sense. So we're actually going to do that right now. We're going to take 2 of... Where is he? We're going to take 2 of this guy out. We're going to put 2 of this guy out. Boom. What else do we want to do? What else could we do? Anything else? We could also, if we don't have the Broly Secret Rare, we can run this Secret Rare. Because our leader's mono green too. So that's something you can think about too. We're going to put that in like a little size. Think about it. What else? Kakunsa could be run if you want, because we have a mono green leader. This could be run. You could always run Meta Cooler. That's always a good card. If you want to run Rebrands, you totally can. Because once again, mono green leader, so that's really good. So yeah, I would always just go through these cards, make sure there's nothing that I'm like, oh, duh, this card's really, really good. Should add it to your deck, and that just helps me out a bunch too. Like there's several times where I'm like, oh, duh, why have I not added Cheelai the Beautiful in this deck? Why would I not run that card? That card's really, really good. So, but going down through, I think we got like the main idea for this deck. I don't think there's anything else we'd want to add to it. This card, just thinking about it, like for the red-green one, like we kind of put a lot of cards in a drop area, but this card makes sense for it. But I guess it doesn't have, you can't take life from your never mind. Kaioken can't work for Cheelai. That's sad. All right, this is the deck. This video's kind of run kind of long, and I know it's really like unedited and me just rambling for 30 minutes, but this is it. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. Let me know what you guys made for your own version of this mono green version, and I'll catch you all next time.